Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1940 Royal KMM vintage desktop typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. The K stands for key set, referring to the tabulator set on the keyboard, and the MM stands for magic margin. I'll show you how to set those once we load the page here. This is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I got it lined up with the edge of the platen. And this is the paper bail that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers and a scale. So right now the margin is right there on the left side. So if you want it closer to the edge, you just push the carriage release and the magic margin at the same time, and then just push it back to where when you got it where you want it. If you want it closer to the middle, like right there, you just flip the switch and it'll send it magically to that spot. I want it closer to the edge, about right there. And same concept with the right side. The magic margin on the right side is up here. So say you wanted it right in the middle, you just flip the switch and it'll send the margin to that spot. If you want it closer to the edge, you hold the carriage release and the magic margin at the same time and just slide it all the way to where you want it. Flip it back. So now I have margins right on the edges for maximum clearance. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip that switch forward. It skips 2, one more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that all the way to the left. The red indicator, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. If you move it, you got to unlock this with this key here, and then it allows you to move it all the way to the right. And when you have it all the way to the right, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes, and that lock is just meant to be there so it doesn't accidentally get switched over and doesn't print any ink. So on this next line, I'm going to print a sentence in red. It's absolutely beautiful. This is, in my opinion, one of the best typing machines ever produced. It is a bit bigger than your portables. The print looks really good. Very reliable machine. Super heavy and big. So it's not ideal for everybody, but if you have the space for this and you can just put it down somewhere and not have to move it, it's an amazing machine. To pull the page out easy, there's a right side. There's a switch on the right side. Just flip that forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. You got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left to clear that. Just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the top left. Very good. And this is your tab on the keyboard. So a lot of the older models will have the tab set manually behind the carriage. This one has it right up on front, so this is why it's branded the key set. And I just got tabs set at 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to go through and clear each one of them by hitting the tab clear button. And now we shouldn't have any tabs set, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear. And there's a set on the opposite side here. Just push that in and it'll set one tab. And you can set as many tabs as you want in this model. I'm just going to keep that one right there. On the right side of the keyboard is the margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. I'm going to put the color back to black. And I believe that's it for the keyboard. Open the hood, all the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling counterclockwise to the right. And if you want to switch that direction, there's a switch right here. You flip that to the left, it'll pull clockwise to the left. And I want to keep it going to the right. This little lever here, it puts it in the middle, so that way when you move the carriage, it doesn't spin the spools. If you let it go, it's going to spin the spool to the side. That's just how the mechanism works. So if you don't want to waste the ink, then you just do that when you're moving the carriage manually. On the right side of the machine is the touch control. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. This will increase the tension as you tighten it. When you hit the keys, you do have to hit them a bit harder for them to print, but they respond faster. And lefty loosey will take you back to the less touch control. You don't have to hit the keys as hard for them to print, but they respond fast. And then in this typewriter, even on 0 touch control, you could type pretty much as fast as you want on that. So you just want to play with that to see what your preference is. This is your right side carriage release. Very smooth. This is your left side carriage release, very smooth. And if you flip this switch up, it will disable the spacing when you turn the knob so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You flip it back, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space, and the same concept when you push in that button there, it disables the spacing. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.